my lord, it has been a while. See, I've been a little bit busy with other things that include school and, working on other art projects and things like that. And I have just not had the time to read out this fan fiction to you guys. And honestly, I had to do a little bit of a refresher before coming in here and reading this out. Honestly, I totally forgot about it until now. But now that it's fall break and I'm home alone, I have plenty of time to read this out to you guys without my family thinking I'm crazy, which is a normal everyday thing for me. So with that being said, we left off with George saying that he loved somebody he didn't, which from what I learned as a child, that I was my friend who watches the dream content has graciously told me how to pronounce Tubbo's name, and I feel like everybody who watches dream content that saw this video absolutely hated me for butchering their names. But anyways, let's get on to the story. Chapter 6. I have a job for you. By the time the male with multicolored hair was given the demand to kill his own husband. Yeah, I forgot about this part. Okay, it was already moments too late. Both the tall blonde and Tubbo were both out of sight, which meant that the two were probably deeper into the huge patch of forest by now. I really should have done my research on dream content before I went back into this fan fiction, but oh well. It seems like it'd be shocking that Dream would do such a thing, to demand a mind-controlled man to kill his husband, the love of his life, knowing that they have a child who's young and relies on his parents. It's just so fucked. I'm so confused. And it's been a while. Rainbow, right? I'm sorry, guys. Please don't hurt me. Stands up, knowing that searching the huge patch of woods would take a number of hours, not to mention Tommy was annoyingly there to protect Tavo. Who the fuck is texting me on Snapchat? Oh well. With a sword of his own, Rambo, or Dream, knew they would be off getting Tubbo alone. I can't speak today. That way, Tommy wouldn't be able to call for help or make any move. Y'all know I don't have scripts for this because I'm just flat out going into this with raw emotion. I am as clueless to this fanfiction as you guys are. If Tommy wasn't there, then no one would interfere, because no one would even know. The tall, brainwashed male turns his head almost robotically, making his way back to their land with no emotions in his eyes and no thoughts of his own running through his head. This is almost as sad as when, even though I'm not attached to these characters whatsoever, uh, when in freaking Shira. Those who have seen it know. I'm not going to say anything because spoilers. They were all thoughts that Dream nearly implanted inside of Rainbow's head. It's a tragedy that such a good man had to live with such a bad burden, not knowing what he's doing, forgetting every mistake he makes, only to be told by his peers the horrible things he did, but no one knowing that he was being controlled by a mastermind, a villain. Meanwhile, in the dark stone building, Dream looks down at George. He knew that George was smart enough to make an escape, but Dream needed more of an intelligence, so what could he do? Rainbow was a great ally. He obeyed with no choice to do otherwise, but the blonde needed more than one job done at once. Dream needed more than Rainbow. Sapnap wouldn't dare help Dream, nor would Carl, especially not Alex. So who would be a good ally? Dream needed someone. someone who was easily manipulated, someone who switches sides frequently, someone that Dream can keep on his side just by threats, someone like Fundy. This is a new character to me. So if I said that wrong, please, like I said, don't hurt me, guys. You Dream fans in the comments. The blonde glares down at the pretty brunette boy that was so helplessly against the corner of the wall with no way out. George had no escape yet, not until Dream left, and Dream was smart enough to plan ahead in that case. You know, this could have all been avoided if he just would have admitted. Okay, anyway. On another note, Dream can't stand Ronvo to kill both someone and get Friendly as an ally, so Dream was going to have to get his hands a bit dirty and do something himself. Oof. The blonde male shakes his head, his plans fading out of his head like clouds for a good moment as he looks into George's eyes. He has such pretty eyes, a brown and a blue eye. He's so pretty. That's why you're mine. I'm sorry. Hi, you're my property now, bitch. Hippity hoppity, you are now my property. Okay. Dream suddenly grabs a large rock without speaking a single word to the other boy. George's eyes watering in shock. What is happening? First Dream gets a message, and now this? Dream, what are you... Smash. After a moment, the sound of a hard rock hitting a smooth stone floor echoed against the cold walls. Dear God! Dear God! I'm sorry, my sweet George, he purrs in a low-toned whisper, leaning down and grabbing his chin once again. He looked at George for a moment, admiring him before kissing his cheek, of the cheek of the unconscious male, watching hungrily, just like a wolf awaiting to devour its prey as blood drips down George's forehead. Well, fuck. Oh, how adorable he was when he was bleeding and peacefully unconscious. I have a job to do, Dream mentions, before sighing and standing up straight. Okay, so my dog's scratching at the door. My sister's dog, but if she wants in, but I can't get up at the moment because I'm recording this video. We had finally come to the end of this chapter and finally caught up on reading this thing. So I'm gonna leave a little vote there, and we're gonna go into reading the comments. I love this SM. Yeah, it's pretty good, even though the little heart from the creator. Even though I don't watch it. Peaceful? You just knocked him the fuck out, right? What the fuck, Dream? Fundy, you and an only husband gonna kill you. Reminds me of the 1880s before we had means of drugging people. Wow. You know, that was a thing, you know. God damn, George done fucked up. Yes. Gay sorry. I was about to say gay panic. Oof. Okay. Well, I forgot to mention the art's pretty good too. The artist, the author of this book has a good way of picking out good art for the each chapters. Obviously they're not drawing it themselves because each one is in a different style and they're not saying it's theirs. But it's still pretty amazing art. I think you can see a little signature on the glove. Oh, you can. I don't know that artist obviously, but it's really good either way. And I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. And I forgot to do my intro. Anyways, my beautiful children, I love you all, and I'm going to get going.